Good morning, everyone. This morning we are going to shed some light on an economic subject. Subject is given by Dr. Leffer. It's known as Dr. Leffer'S Curve. This is about lower taxes, higher revenue. Dr. Leffer's, Dr. Leffer's is not only the one who has been emphasizing lower taxes, but every economist you ask, they will tell you if you want to modify your economy, if you want to strengthen your economy, if you want to fortify your economy, then taxes must be low. There are so many benefits of lower taxes, and there are no downside at all. No downside, no black swans at all. Not black swans for the government, no black swans for the consumers, no black swans for the businesses. Everyone will be happy. But only the problem is the economy is always under the leash of the politicians who are not economists. And those who are economists, they have no power. So, according to Dr. Leffer's curve, lower taxes, higher revenue. I have chosen 5 points. Point number one is more people will pay taxes if they are lower. More people will pay taxes if their taxes are lower. Because, say, for example, if the tax rate is about 10%, 12%, then if you make 100 rupees, you are paying only 12 rupees, you still have 88 rupees in your pocket. You are not going to mind to pay 12% taxes. But if it is other way around, like in India, like if taxes are 50% plus, then you will definitely be deterred to pay. You will definitely be unwilling to pay 50% of your income in taxes. That is why India has lots of black money, because lots of people don't pay taxes. In most of the nations, corporate tax is around 10 to 15%. India has around 35%. That is why most of the businesses not only don't pay taxes, but big businesses will go out of India and start the business somewhere else where they pay only 10 to 15% corporate taxes. Higher taxes are detrimental for your economy. But politicians don't understand this thing, because you cannot expect politicians to understand. Politicians are not educated. They are 12th graders, so they are only BA, and they are only BCom. They are not experts. They are not MBA even. They don't have PhD degree. They are not research scientists in any field. So they cannot actually understand the deep subject like Dr. Leffer'S curve. They don't understand. Second thing is that the vanity of politician is so large that they are not going to listen to economists. They say, well, we have a power and we have money and we have plutocracy and we have power and the plutocracy both. Why we should listen to anyone else? That is the kind of negativity and a negative attitude of the politicians actually mar every part of the economy. Point number two is people will pay honest taxes if they are low. Now, since taxes are above 50%, most of the people actually evade taxes or dodge taxes. They don't pay taxes because they're too high. Keep them low, and people are definitely going to pay taxes, because every single person is a patriot inside. Inside, the person is patriot. He has patriotic feeling inside for his nation. But when you make that person absolutely miserable by taking taxes from him, that he is definitely going to save some taxes for his family, for his future, for the future expenses and all that, and the government is actually forcing that person to become dishonest. Otherwise, basically, everybody is honest, everybody has patriotism, and everybody wants to pay taxes, but the taxes are so high in a country like India that most people don't pay taxes, direct or indirect. And because of that, government actually always runs deficit and never have ample amount of money for the budget. Point number 3, lower taxes will surge consumerism. If the government would let us keep our money in our hand, take away only a small chunk, like 10 to 12%, and the rest of the money, government would let us keep in our pocket, then we are going to go out and spend money because you have money, then you're going to spend. Somebody has said the most pleasurous thing in the world is to spend money. What he has said, the most pleasurous thing in the world is to spend money. But if you have money, then you're going to spend. If you don't have money, how can you spend? So by charging higher taxes, you are actually killing the economy, killing the consumerism. Because consumers don't have any money to spend. You are taking away like 50%, 60% of consumers' income. And the consumers have only 30 to 40%, 50% in his pocket, hardly enough to survive. Forget about posh goods of Babylon. Only they can buy defense good. No Babylon's good. They cannot actually afford Babylon's that conspicuous consumption. Point number 4. People will have confidence in economy. If government will charge you less, you are going to have confidence in your economy that our economy is very strong, that government doesn't need 30, 40 or 50% of our money to run the government or run the nation. But with 10% government can run the nation, government can run the government, and that will actually create a kind of confidence in yourself that economy is strong and you are never going to worry about your economy. You are going to have lots of confidence and you're going to live in the nation. You spend money in the nation without having any kind of worries about tomorrow. You are going to go for less saving, more spending. Point number 5, lower taxes generate higher revenue. Look, that if the taxes are low, everybody would pay. If taxes are 50%, nobody would pay. Everybody would try to cheat, everybody would try to evade taxes, everybody would try to dodge taxes, and they will pay only 5% or 10%, or some people don't pay at all. They're going to find loopholes. And by going through the loopholes, they are going to evade paying taxes. But if taxes are 10 to 12%, people are not going to think about being dishonest. People think only 10% or 12% taxes we should pay. Otherwise, they understand, otherwise how the government will be able to run the nation, how the nation will be run, how the military will be paid, how the entitlement programs will be carried out, how the government will provide all kinds of amenities, how the government will run the hospitals and the government schools and military and the police department and all that. We understand this thing. The government needs money to govern the nation. But when government needs money to govern the nation so much that we just cannot pay, then we have to actually find some kind of loopholes. Some kind of loopholes in the taxes, and we avoid paying taxes and tax evasion occurs. So, if government would charge lower taxes, then people are going to pay more, and the government is going to end up making more revenue, earning more revenue, collecting more revenue, and this way, lower taxes, higher revenue. That is what Dr. Leffer'S Curve has said. The lower taxes, higher revenue. So that's all the time we have. Thank you very much for listening. See you again next time. Until then, God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.